Good evening, folks. You're very welcome to the Stephen Leeson Show, which is live at the Scientology Community Centre here in Dublin. And tonight our guests are Green Road, and this is a 5-piece band from County Wexford, created and inspiration journey with a mix of Irish trad, bluegrass and Americana music. These guys are packing theatres across Ireland. They played to a full house at the Wexford Opera House. Their Kilkenny Watergate Theatre concerts were sold out within minutes of going on sale. What achievement. Need I say more? Folks, here is Green Road.
Thank you, Stephen. Good evening to you all. Delighted to be here. I'm going to start off with a song this time, one called Farewell to Carlingford. When I was young and in my prime, I could wander wild and free. There was always a longing within my mind to follow the call of the sea. So I sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore. I think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. And all of the 7 stormy seas I have sailed before them past, and every voyage I've ever made I swore it would be my last. So I sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore. I think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. Now I have a girl called Mary Boyle, and she lives in Greenhall. And every voyage I've ever made was to keep her safe on shore. So I sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenhall. I think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. Now a landman's life is all his own. He can go or he can stay. But when the sea gets in your blood, fish calls you must obey. So I sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore. I think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. So I sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore. I think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. Okay, we're going to change over real quick here for you.
Aye. Take her away, PJ.
Hope you're all keeping well. We're going to do a song this time written by the great Phil Coulter. One called The Town I Love So Well. and love so well, where our school played ball by the grassy yard wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smell. Going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the chain and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways, in the town I love so. In the early morning, at a sharp factory hall, calling women from credit, the moors and the ball, while the men on the door played a modern role, fed the children and then trained the dog. And when time got tough, there was just about enough, but we saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride in the town I love so well. There was a music there in the dairy air, like a language that we all could all understand. I remember the day when I earned my first pay, when I played on a small pickup barn. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me, for I'd learned about life, and I found me a wife in the town I love so well. But when I returned, how my eyes had burned at to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armored car and the bombed out bar and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's in store by that old gas-yard wall, and the damn barbed wire gets higher and higher, with their tanks and their guns. Oh my God, what have they done to the town I love so well? never broken. I will not forget, but their hearts are all sad. On tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright brand new day in the town I love so. I can only pray for a bright brand new day in the town I love so.
All right, PJ. 5 different banjos. Good man.
Okay, we're going to do a song this time. The late great Luke Kelly, one of my favorites. One called a night visiting song. So grab an old can of Guinness or a Jameson or whatever you want and sit back and sing along with it. All right, Tony?
That's loud, isn't it?
Especially the Jameson. Giving Jameson a big plug there now, so. I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's 10 past, I have to cross. I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I love most. And when he came to his true love's dwelling, he knelt down gently upon a stone, and through her window he's whispered lowly, is my true lover within at home? Wake up, love, it is I know true lover. Wake up, love, and let me in, for I am tired, love, and oh so weary, and more than mission to the skin. She's raised her head up, her down soft pillow. She's raised her head up, and she's let them in, and they were locked in each other's house until that long night was past and gone. And when that long night was past and over, and when the small cloud began to grow. He's taken her hand down, they've kissed and parted. He's saddled and mounted, and away they go. I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I have to cross. I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I love the most, into the arms I love the most.
Oh, what about it? There we go, Green Road. I feel like I'm at home. I'm just missing the Guinness and the Jameson, like PJ says. But great to have the lads on stage and from all different musical backgrounds. And I'm going to try and get a bit of an insight and find out more about their music, how the band is created, and everything that I possibly can find out about them. And I'm joined here for two lads to be interviewed, and my good friends that I know many years. Tony, you're very welcome. PJ, you're very welcome. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Great sound, lads. Jeez, I've obviously heard you, Tony, and I've heard you. I met you once, PJ, at a gig in a campsite down in Wexford.
John Roach is down in Clonmine, John and Margaret, great friends of mine.
But since then, Tony was playing with me just out of coincidence at that particular gig as well. Tony happened to be there as well, and then he was telling me more about Green Road and I'm joining this new band and this PJ, and so I was looking up and finding out everything about it. But I love the sound. It's absolutely, as I say, I do feel like at home, like, you know.
Yeah.
Great coach.
Yeah. Great combination. Great combination.
It all blends well, all the different instruments, like, you know, you can see there's, Tony was saying different backgrounds. That's what he said to make sure I mention that, because you are from different, like Riverdance someone mentioned, or Tony mentioned, and give us a bit of an insight about the band. Can you keep that microphone jam out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, indeed. Well, as I say, I'm only recently with the band, with a few months, you know, and I was only too delighted. It was through a mutual friend of ours, come from an extremely talented family called the Davids. And one of the David brothers, Joe David, is a friend also of PJ's, and made the introduction there to me. But regarding the rest of the guys, PJ can give you more of a...
Yeah, Fergal on the guitar. He's from Barntown. Just unbelievable guitar player, like, you know. And I would have never known Fergal up to about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, and then Ned on the pipes.
Lovely style of playing the guitar.
Just unbelievable.
And the harmonies coming in.
Yeah, just... Ned can do anything, really, you know. Bluegrass, you name it, on the pipes, he can do anything, you know. And then just lucky enough to meet Jon Reville, actually relation to mine, John. So we then met Tony, and just got together and just gelled, you know. Just this unbelievable sound, and we all love a bit of bluegrass, rock and roll, ballads especially, you know. So like ballads and folk, like, yeah.
Right up my street, I had to say that. Definitely.
And I suppose just putting the band together, like, it was hard.
I was just going to say, to keep a 5-piece band together is going to have its difficulties anyway, like, you know.
Yeah, well, Ned will be off contrarian now, so we have to keep Ned right.
I was surprised that you're actually bringing this fella to be interviewed as well. Like, he's probably the most contrarian of all.
But I have to get to know Tony first, like, you know. But yeah, so then the pandemic hit, and it was just unbelievable to keep it. You know, the music industry was hit right across the board, and I suppose it was hit the hardest, you know.
Yeah.
And so we just said we'd keep it going, keep practicing, and then we just gelled together. And as you said, we started off 2 months ago. We sold out the Opera House in Wexford, St. Michael's Theatre in New Ross. And now,
how do you go about even doing that? Just out of interest, like, you know, to get them. Like, there's a lot involved, like getting promotion, like the whole build up. You tell me, like, you know.
Well, that's what we're...
And why didn't I get me invite? I asked you to invite me, you never did, by the way.
Whenever you like. We'll meet you in Tiernan Oak or Powers Bar or Malai's Bar and Feather, some people have a drink. But no, I just gave the Opera House a buzz one time, and she said, yeah, we'll put this in, and eventually we just put up ourselves. Like, you know, we're actually looking to be promoted now, to be honest with you as well. If someone can pick us up and carry us to the next level, it'd be more down our line, you know. So then when St. Michael's Theatre was on to us then, and it's just the word of mouth on Facebook as well. Power of Facebook, just put it up and it was sold out in minutes. And I'm surprised with the Kilkenny gig because we're not really known up there yet, you know. So
and they approached you in Kilkenny, is that what you said, the Watergate Theatre?
No, Tony got in contact there. See, we're kind of trying to do it ourselves, you know, which is hard work too. So Tony contacted them.
Yeah, I didn't need a contact when it was through request at PJ. He said, do you want to have any sort of a contact over there? And as you know, Kilkenny's full of great musicians, like, you know, so I asked for a bit of help.
You play there regularly anyway?
Absolutely, yeah. For years upon years I've been playing there, you know, and a great city, fantastic. But no, they accommodated us, and to our surprise, as we said, but then the tickets were gone like that. It's a sold-out show, so they were actually looking for a second night as well. So it's accommodating that at the minute. But the boys have there's massive plans there in the future, like for different recordings and different onsets regarding theatres all around the country. That's, as PJ said, that's the general idea.
It's great to see you doing it in such a short space of time. Would you say together 3 years, 4 years, or whatever it is?
3.5 years nearly now. So
just be able to put through the pandemic and then be able to take that step to get there, like, you know.
Well, I suppose it's just we kept practicing going and kept it going, like, you know. So eventually, when it did open up a bit, we were ready just to go, like, you know. So if you if we get over the nerves now, it wouldn't be too bad, like, you know.
What were you doing yourself before the band? Did you play in a different band?
Well, I would have played in a pub band called the Rogues. Now, not named after myself, but named after the other two lads, like, so Alan Dwyer and Shamey Davitt. And then Ned joined us, so we just said, look, we'll try to take this next level and work commitments with some lads that just couldn't do it, so we just got this band together and we drove on, you know.
And you've plenty of musical background in you, Tony, innit?
Oh, stop. Just flying out of me.
The whole family, huh?
The whole family, yeah. Trying my best. Well, they're all flying at it now, you know. Finn is flying on the banjo, Roisin's flying on the concertina, and sure, Carmel, she keeps the whole thing flying, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all good. You couldn't walk through the front door, you'd be tripping over instruments, you know. It's the way to have them, because if they trip over it, they'll lift it, they won't throw it out of the way, they might play a tune out of it and then throw it out of the way, but at least, you know.
Yeah. I notice as well, there's not many bands that you see with number one with the 5-string. Like, you know, I don't see many bands like the ballad groups are out with the 5-strings anymore, like, you know, whereas you used to years ago. The same with the pipes. You don't see many pipers with ballad groups anymore, like, you know, which is, it's a great asset to have, like, you know.
Well, the main objective was just to, like, I'm a massive Luke Kelly fan myself, and Dubliners and Dublin City Ramblers and Furies and Clancy's and all that put the ballad scene from Ireland on the map in the world, like, you know. So I would have just loved, I grew up listening to Luke Kelly, like, so I just wanted to put a band together that can just keep that tradition going, you know, and there's plenty of good bands out there as well at the minute, so I think there's room for us all, so.
Take it on. What's the next step? Where he's going? Have you released an album yet? Have you going to release an album?
No, we're in the process now of putting one together and, you know, and just put the foundations for the band first and then get into a studio for a couple of months, and, you know, Tony?
Yeah, you see, it's you just mentioned there, you mentioned some great bands there, the likes of the Dublin City Ramblers, the Dubliners, like, for example, it doesn't matter what band you mentioned, you're automatically going to think of one singer. Like, you mentioned the Dublin City Ramblers, I just think of Patsy Watchorn. The Dubliners, Luke Kelly.
Yeah.
Him with tones, Tommy Byrne, like, you know.
Cool tones.
It's all about a unique voice, and I think the package that I've played with ballad bands before, like yourself, Stephen, you have a great experience with, and the general setup, as you said, is strange, especially with the pipes, you know.
It's great to have the pipes in the band, like, you know.
But if you look at these guys and listen to the individuals there, the talent they have, like Fergal on guitar is just unbelievable, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, he's extreme on the guitar, you know. And the same as young Jon there, like, you know, the talent.
And the mandolin, like, just to...
Yeah. And then, you see, it's okay, my passion has always been to play bass guitar, and I'm getting the opportunity to do that. But you stick a man in the middle of it with a vocal like that, a unique voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something.
That's what I say. I do think it's have something, like, to have a bass guitar, and as I say, the traditional instruments in it. There's a lot of the time I find when you've got your kind of separation between ballads and traditional music, a lot of the time you find a mandolin player that's only into traditional music and not into the ballads, or vice versa. Like, you know, the same with a piper or whistle player, like, you know, vice versa. Like, it's a great blend to get that into a band, like, you know, not easy to find, like, you know.
When they combine, it's just unique then, like, you know.
Yeah.
And you know when something fits, and you know when something is right, like, you know. So,
Lads, I want to hear more from you. And I want the invite to the next one, when the next gig that's coming up, like, you know.
That'll do, yeah, that's an open
you better.
invitation, yeah.
If people want to follow you, you're on Facebook, as you said. So is it Instagram as well? Or
Facebook,
have you got a website? Or?
Facebook and Instagram, and where's it, Fergal? Green Road. Yes, yeah. So just
It's down at the moment.
Green Road Facebook.
Down from it.
Down from Maintown, yeah. Green Road Facebook. I'm not technology minded or anything, so just go on
You
Green
need
Road
a young
Facebook.
lad in the band to do that, you know. Yeah, that's
Trying my best.
not the same as myself.
Yeah. So yeah, will you join us once, Steve?
Jeez, I'd love to. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Come on for the crack.
Listen, lads, go on back on. I'll be with you in a minute. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks very much for coming along. Thank you, lads. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's Tony and PJ. Unfortunately, there's 5 in the band. I'd love to get an interview with each and every one of them. But maybe next time when I have them on, the lads are going to sing a few songs for them, and then they've invited me on stage with them. So I'm looking forward to join and sing a song with them. But thanks very much, Green Road. I'll hand you back to Green Road. Here we go.
Okay, next song we're going to do for you, I'm going to hand you over to Fergal here. He's going to take the helm for a while.
Okay, the song I'm going to do you now is one you probably all know from Sharon Shannon did years ago with a guy called Desi O'Halloran. It's one called Say You Love Me. But I always like to do this in the style of my great guitar hero who passed away there last year, Tony Rice, great bluegrass guitarist. So. 1, 2, 3. Well, I've waited for you, I've always been true. This waiting no longer I can stand. Oh, I know you've had the time to make up your mind, but I've waited as long as I can. I've waited for you to say you love me, and I long for the day you take my hand. Oh, I asked again last night for your love so divine. I've waited as long as I can. Well, I've done all I can do, I've said all I can say. What can I make you understand? Oh, I wanted you for mine, but I've wasted my time. I've waited as long as I can. I've waited for you to say you love me, and I long for the day you take my hand. Oh, I asked again last night for a love so divine. I've waited as long as I can. Now I hang my head and cry, and a tear falls from my eye. You made it plain I'll never win. Oh, no one will ever know about the pain that I've been through. I'll wait as long as I can. I'll wait for you to say you love me, and I long for the day you take my hand. Oh, I asked again last night for your love so divine. I've waited as long as I can. I've waited for you to say you love me, and I long for the day you take my hand. Oh, I asked again last night for your love so divine. I've waited as long as I can.
Okay, our next song is a great song, one called Only Our Rivers Run Free. Sing along with us again if you're still out there. Hope you all are.
All good?
When apples still grow in November, when blossoms still bloom on each tree, when leaves are still green in December, well, it's then that our land might be free. Oh, I wonder her hills and her valleys, and still through my sorrow I see, oh, a land that has never known freedom, and will only our rivers run free. Well, I drink to the death of her manhood, to those men who'd rather have died than to live in the cold chains of bondage, and to bring back their rights were denied. Oh, where are you now when I need you? What burns where the flame used to be? Are you gone like the snows of last winter, and will only our rivers run free? Well, how sweet is life, but we're crying. How mellow the wine, but it's dry. How fragrant the rose, but it's dying. How gentle the breeze, but it's sighing. What good is in youth when it's aging? What joy is in eyes that can't see? When there's sorrow and sunshine and flowers, and will only our rivers run free, and will only our rivers run free. Great song, one of my favorites, Only Our Rivers Run Free. Okay, we're going to do another song for you this time. One called Sam Hall. Again, we're delighted to be here today. So I hope you're all enjoying as much as we are. So sing along with us again. My name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweet, chimney sweet. Oh, my name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweet. Oh, my name it have 20 pounds in store. That's not all, that's not all. I have 20 pounds in store, and that's not all. I have 20 pounds in store, and I'll rob for 20 more. Saying the rich must help the poor, and so must I, so must I. Saying the rich must help the poor, and so must I. Ah, they brought me to Coothill in a car, in a car. Ah, they brought me to Coothill in a car. Ah, they brought me to Coothill, where I stopped to make my will. Saying the best of friends must part, and so must I, so must I. Saying the best of friends must part, and so must I. That's no joke, that's no joke. Up the ladder I dig her up, and that's no joke. Up the ladder I dig her up, where the hangman he pull the rope. I just near a word I spoke, tumbling down, tumbling down. I just near a word I spoke, tumbling down. All right, Ned. Let's hear you. My name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep, chimney sweep. Oh, my name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep. Oh, my name it is Sam Hall, and I broke for big and for small. And my neck will pay for all when I die, when I die.
Thank you very much. So that's more or less it. So we're honoured and privileged to invite our very good friend Stephen Leeson onto the stage for the last one. So again, folks, thanks very much for joining, and thanks very much to Stephen down there for giving us the opportunity to come on his show. Privileged. Thank you, Stephen. Come on, Stephen. We're going to do a song for you this time. One called Last Thing on My Mind, written by the late Tom Paxton. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made a sound, made a sound. In the wink of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no words of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I should have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you. Every beat in my breast lies a boring. Without you, without you. Here we go. Are you going away with no words of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I should have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Are you talking? Reasons are plenty for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Here we go, right? Are you going away with no words of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I should have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. One more time, man. Are you going away with no words of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I should have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Ah, you know that was the last thing on my mind.
There we have it, folks. What about a Green Road? Lads, thank you very much, each and every one of you, for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Pleasure to be on the stage with you as well. Folks, tune in, same time, same place, next week's 7 o'clock. See you then. Good night. Thank you.